Hi guys, so welcome to Amara's kitchen. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make this delicious and mouth-watering fish Nkwobi. Yes, I titled it fish Nkwobi. It's not like the regular Nkwobi though, but if this is your first time on this channel, you're welcome, and thank you all to my old subscribers. You don't want to miss any part of this recipe, so keep watching. Alright guys, to start this recipe, of course you need fish. I'm using this specific whiting fish. That's one of my favorite fishes that I like to use when I'm making this recipe. So if you have this fish available, of course you can go ahead and use them. But if you don't have them, you can use any fish you have, like mackerel, catfish, tilapia. You can do well with any fish you have. So I'll go ahead and cut this fish up to my preferable size. Go ahead and cut them the way you want, bigger or smaller. So I'll wash them up. After washing them, drain them, and then make sure, this is very important, that you dab them all dry with paper towel or whatever you have available that you can do with this. Is very important because sometimes we make mistake by putting our fish in the oil when there is water in it. That will cause a lot of splashing. So to prevent that from happening, make sure you dry your fish. And I went ahead and seasoned them up with just salt and chicken bouillon flavor. That's all I added for the seasoning. Now it's time to fry the fish. Here I have my oil preheated already, and I'm adding some onions. Then I'll go ahead and add all the fish. So this oil is not like new oil. I've used this oil to fry a couple of like plantain, like 2 or 3 times. So, and that's perfectly fine. Even tastes better when you use oil you used to fry plantain to fry your fish. If you haven't tried that out, please go ahead and try it. You will love it. So here is my vegetables. I have the bell peppers, the green one, the red one, the yellow one, the orange one, and also some sweet pepper. Like this one is the sweet pepper. I already washed everything and they are clean. This one is also the sweet pepper, the yellow one, and onions. So everything you can add with it, whatever you want. Here I have scotch bonnet pepper and some ginger and also some garlic. So actually I kind of said it the opposite way. So it's garlic and ginger. So everything, I'll go ahead and blend them up together. So I'll blending them twice because the blender is not that big. So I blend them twice. So the second part of it, I added 1 stock cube. Yes, I just add 1 stock cube and blend everything up together. So here we are, checking up on the fish again. And here, before I add my fork in there, make sure it's dry because you don't want to trigger any splashing. If there is any wet like water in that fork and it gets into the oil, it will trigger splashing, and you don't want your kitchen or even hot oil to splash on your skin. You can tell how how fun that will be, right? So now we are done with the fish. Let's go ahead and fry the sauce. So I added my onions. So I'll go ahead and also add the tomatoes and the onions that I already blended up. So I add everything up together, then I will stir them up. So once they are well stirred and combined properly, I'll let it simmer for like a couple of minutes. I will slightly cover this up. You don't want to cover this all the way tight. Just slightly cover this and then let it simmer for like 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, as you can see, it has dried up a little bit. It's not as much as it was at the beginning. It has dried up a little bit. So now it's time to season this up. We're not adding too much seasoning, just a couple of seasoning. So here I have adobo seasoning. So just sprinkling a little bit. So that is about less than half a teaspoon. And also some seasoning salt, just a pinch of it. And some nutmeg. Yeah, and also basil. So add a little bit of basil leaf. Then curry powder. So I'm adding just about 4 kind of seasoning, and then add some bell leaf Then stir up everything properly and combined, well incorporated. Then I will let it simmer again to allow all the seasoning to sim right inside the seasoning or the sauce. Make sure everything is well steamed up to allow the flavor to, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So after 5 minutes of letting everything simmer together, you can smell the aroma right now in my kitchen. It smells amazing. So I'm scooping us out a little bit. I'll be using this for another recipe. You really want to subscribe to this channel so you see everything that I'm going to be posting right here on this channel. So I added fresh rosemary. You saw that, right? So I added fresh rosemary and now add all the fish, and I will toss everything around. I will make sure everything is well combined, just the way it looks right now. So the final touch, I'll go ahead and add sliced tomatoes and onions. Add that up and I'll mix everything well. Make sure that all mix. You can add more tomatoes or you can add lesser tomatoes and onions, but it's important that you add this up. Okay, so at this point this recipe is done. Yes, I'll go ahead and turn my stove off. At this point we don't need to cook the onions or the tomatoes. Just go ahead and turn your stove off, and there we are. Go ahead and dish this out. Looking so amazing. This is like a perfect, like if you're having a get together and you have to bring something to your party, this is like something that you want to bring to your party. Like put it in a pan, a foil pan, and then garnish them with onions, tomatoes. You can just pour in a lot of stuff. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. So it looks so amazing and they will love this recipe. You can also serve this to your guests, or you can just make this, not just for any particular occasion, just for you and your family to enjoy. Yes, and this was so amazing. It tasted so good that I feel like making this recipe every day. Yes guys, so if this is your first time you're coming across this channel, guys, please, you're welcome. First of all, you're welcome to my channel, and do not forget to hit that subscription button and turn the notification bell on as well, so you'll be notified whenever I upload any of this delicious recipe. Yes, so now it's time to do justice to this thing. Yeah, time to do justice to the food. So like this food, look at how the oil penetrated right inside, the sauce went right inside this fish. It tastes so amazing and so juicy as well. As you can see, it's not dry. You don't want to eat fish that is dried. No, it's like the taste is all dried out. So it looks so juicy, and the bone, the middle bone, and the middle bone is so soft, so eatable. With this fish, you don't have to throw anything away. I guarantee you that with this fish, you do not have to throw anything away. The fish, the bone is as soft as anything else. Yes, it's so eatable. You don't have to waste anything. Yeah guys, so like I said, you can use any fish of your choice.
So
it
delicious.
doesn't have to be this particular fish. This recipe is not limited to any particular fish. You can do this with any fish you have. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.